this week I want to talk about alternative Sega consoles, well, Sega endorsed consoles that you can actually pick up. And they were done by ATGAMES, and I think the first one, now don't quote me on this, but I think the first one came out around 2010, which was called the Reactor, which we have here, and we picked this up at a car boot sale in Castletown Roach about 6 years ago, Bobs?
I think so, yeah.
I think about 6 years ago, and you've got to go, looking at the box, you've got Sega's mascot, Sonic, and Mega, what is it, like this Mega Drive, it's Sega Mega Drive, and in little green writing underneath, ATGAMES. This is an officially endorsed console by Sega. Now, I'm wondering if they actually had reviewed the system, would they have endorsed it, to be perfectly honest, because unfortunately the controls are pretty bad, the sound is awful, the picture is okay for a composite picture, but I'm going to open this up, guys, and I'm going to show you what's in it. Now, think about the Wii console back in the day, and they had the motion controller. They tried to do this motion control for the 20 sports games, or the 16 interactive sports games that are in it, but it didn't really work because it's infrared. So basically if you move the controller any old way, it'll move anyway. So we'll open this up, guys, and we'll give you a quick look at what's inside. Now, I'm not going to set this one up, guys, there's plenty of videos online of this setup. So, basically, guys, inside the box that we got, you get your instruction booklet. You get these really funky controllers. They're not too bad. I mean, to play the Sega Mega Drive games, you're going to just kind of hold them like a normal, that way. And then, again, to do the sports games, guys, you know, it's motion control, infrared. Then let's take the TV out. Anyway, guys, that is that, right? Now, I'll give you a quick look at this system. There you go. I mean, this is light as anything. And I know inside this is only one tiny little board, and it's basically emulating the games, you know? It's just emulating, but it's so light. Now, at the bottom of this, you can put 6 AA batteries into it, if you don't have the power supply, to run it on the TV. I'm not going to say much more about it, guys. This isn't I wouldn't pick this up. If I would advise anyone not to pick this one up. This one isn't good. Because in the other ones, as you'll see later, you can use other peripherals and stuff with them, and you can use proper controllers. So, this one, maybe not. But look, it was cheap, it was cheerful, we picked it up, it was our first introduction to these kind of systems, Bob, doesn't it?
Do you think they did a mismatch? You know, they were trying to combine interactivity with Mega Drive style?
No, I think they just wanted to make something cheap. And I do honestly think, though, if Sega had looked at this properly, they mightn't have endorsed it as much. I don't think they would, because it's not the build quality that Sega had with their systems. The build quality in ATGAMES for this version, not very good. Now, guys, the next one I want to have a look at is this one, which was for the 25th Sonic anniversary, you know, for the release of the original Sonic game. And this one was, I think it was 2015, I think? Now, this one boasts your little mini system here. I'm going to show it to you now in a second, guys, with 2 infrared controllers. Again, they are horrible. They do not work. But the good thing about this is, I'll show you in a second, guys, you could use your own Mega Drive controllers on them. So we shall open this one up now, guys. Now, this wasn't complete. Well, there was no instruction booklet, Bob, so there wasn't.
No.
So basically, you've got these 2 lovely looking, which they are lovely looking 6-button controllers. Except if you look at them, I think the buttons are very raised. The spheres are very high. Now, these are horrible again. As I said, guys, on the front of this system here, you've got infrared. So you have to be in line of sight with these for these to work. They do work if you're close enough to it. But who sits up, likes to sit right on top of a TV, do you know what I mean? I like to sit back. So on the front of this here, guys, you have the standard socket for connecting, we'll say, original controllers or the other 6-button controllers, which we have. Look, because we have here, guys, sorry, we actually have the updated version of this, because this one, when it came out, was infrared. You've got your 2 controllers, as you can see, guys. On the back, though, you only had 1 audio jack and 1 composite out. And the video is okay. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. But the audio is it's horrible. The audio, it is horrible on it. So, they updated this, which I'm going to show you guys here. Now, guys, these all came with built-in games. So the games that are on this are the same as the games that are on that one. Okay? But this one was updated a year later, and you actually got proper composite. So you got video and left and right audio. You get a way better sound. And also, they did away with the infrared, and they gave you these two fantastic, the wires are big, two fantastic 6-button controllers. And they're not bad. And again, if you look at the buttons, they're lowered down way better. They're not raised. They feel lovely. Nice. Good response. When you use them here, guys, you can see I've got this running here, guys. You can see. So we say we go down to Sonic and just select it. There you go. They do look quite well. You know, the games do work well. But what I do want to mention, guys, is with these ATGAMES Mega Drive consoles, or knockoffs as they say, you could actually insert, if you have Mega Drive cartridges, if you have your own games, you could actually insert them into it. So we're going to do that now. Look, there's Sonic playing. It's only emulating it because it's on the little chip that's inside this. Looks quite well, I think, doesn't it?
Spinball?
I'm not too sure which one it is actually. Anyway, we're going to turn this off now, guys.
It looks fine.
It looks fine. Now I'm going to put in Virtua Fighter 2, and in the top of this here, you actually have a cartridge slot. So let's put this in. Power it on. Okay. Wrong button, I pressed the reset button. There you go. Look at that. It's loading up the Virtua Fighter 2 cartridge. Do you know what I mean? Perfect. Now the one thing we did notice the other night when we were playing this, I'm going to show you here, guys. There was glitches, wasn't there, in the base? I don't know.
I don't know.
Was it the emulator or?
Is it because this is an original game?
Yeah, we're just going to pick anyone there now, right?
And the system can't kind of...
I don't know, you see now.
I don't know.
If you watch down here, you see it's glitching?
It's a kind of a glitch just at the base.
Look,
yeah.
Yeah, it's really glitching. Now, I don't know, I think that's the emulator, and I'm brutal at this. You're pretty good at it, Bobs, but I'm rubbish. But anyway, look, you can see it glitching, okay? So that is that game. So it does play. You can play your Sega cartridges on it. But like, when you take your cartridge out, turn it back on, you can go back onto the ATGAMES logo and load up your other games. Now, we were kind of thinking, Bob's then, weren't we?
Yeah.
That if you bought the EverDrive cartridge, would the EverDrive cartridge work on it? Now, we do have the EverDrive cartridge with loads of games loaded up in it, and we waited until now for this video. We said we wouldn't check it, we'll do it now and we'll see ourselves if it'll work or not. Because with some great games on this cartridge, it's the EverDrive one. So we're in, let's see if we can, because this would be a very cheap option if this did work.
It would be.
So on we go. Yay, okay, 1 second now, so we have the EverDrive menu.
Can we play?
So can we select a game? What's it saying up there in the corner? Please wait. What's it saying? I can't see it.
Something
Sorry, guys.
Oh, initializing, is it?
Fat initializer.
Yeah, fast initializing.
Okay, guys. Okay,
I
right.
think no.
EverDrive cartridge
Doesn't work.
doesn't work, which is...
it's a bit
Here,
of
it
a
was
pity.
just, you know, it was just... We bought this for the Mega Drive so we could play it. Some games that we don't have. Now, also another game that we did check, and I was hoping it would work, but it didn't, is Virtua Racing, because this is a fantastic game, and I was kind of hoping that it would work, but unfortunately it doesn't. What it does is it loads up, doesn't come on and goes back onto the main menu. Watch now here, guys. See, there's something to do with the chip that's in this. There's a special chip in this that doesn't allow it to load on this.
You were thinking it was to do with because of the 3D graphics that
Yeah, because it is
on the Mega Drive,
yeah,
isn't it?
So that doesn't work. But let's bring out another peripheral. So here we have Sega Mega Drive joystick controller. Will this work? So remember now, this is officially our official controller, and we're going to pop it in here. We'll take out this controller, and we shall just see if this will work. We'll try and select the game. Hopefully. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, it does. Okay, let's can you see Mortal Kombat?
Go back one.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to try a bit of Mortal Kombat. There we go.
Go down. No.
Ooh. Okay, this is very sensitive.
Whoa, that's sensitive, isn't it? Go back. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's select Mortal Kombat. Where's the start button? I haven't used this in years. Okay, so it does work. Let's see how bad I can be with this controller. I'm here going, Like, this is all rehearsed beforehand, you know? We're professionals. Right? Right, come on.
I didn't realise that was that sensitive.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's this. I mean, this is, I think it was 91 or 92. This controller is, the build quality of this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been well used and it's still brilliant. Start button. Okay, let's just, I'm gonna just, whatever person gets picked, I'm gonna die on this anyway again. Because I actually do prefer the controllers. But anyway, let's see. Oh, we're not doing too bad.
What were you saying?
Not doing too bad. Oh, okay, guys. Now that's that. So we do know that it'll work perfectly with the proper peripherals. Now that's the joystick, right? But will it work with a Sega controller? The actual.
It should do.
Proper Sega. Now, if it worked with that,
If it worked with joystick.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Why wouldn't
we
it? This is our first time checking all these.
It's our first time
isn't
trying
it?
these, so I don't think it's going to work with this. I think this is a bit loose. I think I brought down the wrong controller. Yeah, it won't. See what happened with this controller, guys? Is this is a well-used controller, so the pins it's very loose in it. So I don't think it'll work. No. So okay, well look, it's live on camera. This controller is I brought out the wrong one. We have the same one of these, and it fits perfectly into this. It's not loose.
I think this is the
And it
one.
works. This one does work on the Sega console.
Are we intending to fix that one? I think, aren't we?
Okay, by the magic of
TV.
motion pictures, I'm gonna literally go, and we're back. And I have the right controller this time. Now, this is the controller that actually works with it. Okay? Because this one isn't as warm as the other one. No, watch it here, guys. Okay? Now, I know that. See, this won't work now, right? But what you're supposed to do is reset it. So it'll register the controller then. And I think maybe that's why it didn't work the first time.
Maybe.
There you go, see? So I'm going to go down and I'm going to go to Golden Axe. We're going to select Golden Axe. Look at that, I mean, they are fabulous controllers. I mean, these controllers are all over 30 years old now.
Yeah.
Do you know, and they're all still working perfectly.
Quality.
The build quality, Sega, fantastic.
Quality. It pays every time.
It does. Now, see, there's Golden Axe. I don't even know what I'm selecting, I'm just pressing the start button. This is going to be a long video, isn't it? Right, let's see. Okay, can we fast forward this? Yes, okay. Oh, sugar, I used that. Oops.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't meant to use that. But anyway. Right, let's, yep, see. Up, down, left, right. See? Ooh, I never looked. Yeah. Anyway, guys, it works. So, what I want to say, guys, is a lot of people do slate these systems, and I can see why they would slate them, because the build quality isn't fantastic. The game selection that's on, we'll say this one is not too bad if you don't have games. I mean, you have a nice selection of, what, 20, 30 games there?
But these weren't meant to replace the Mega Drive. These are just literally a third party.
A third party, yeah, and just showing basically. And do you know what, guys? Again, I think this. What did we say this was? Again, was it €5 or €6?
5 or 6 euro.
It was cheap, and it came with 2 controllers. Unfortunately, this was the only one that we bought that was unboxed, which is a pity. We don't have the original box for it.
But I
don't really mind.
I would think if you're going to get one of them, get the second gen.
Oh, go for this one. Or there's a third generation of these.
Is there?
And it has HDMI. Now,
Okay.
I have no idea how good the HDMI out looks on them, but yeah, you could probably go for that. But
I did not know there was a
as I
version.
know there is, yeah. So as I say, guys, it's cheap and cheerful, done by ATGAMES, licensed by Sega. And I'm just wondering, would they really have licensed the reactor one if they had seen how bad it is?
Yeah.
But no, as I say, and then after all this, then Sega brought out their own mini Sega Mega Drive console. But like, these are all the ones that are pre that. They're not bad, and as I said, if you're on a budget and you see these cheap, you will see them, as we say here, on adverts. You see them very cheap. I saw one last night in adverts for €25 for a guy in Dublin selling it. Again, it was unboxed. See, they are going up in price. Like, we picked these up a couple of years ago. They were cheap and cheerful, because you were able to buy them new for €40. Do you know what I mean? But now I think people are kind of realising maybe an alternative to buying the original system is buying one of these and just playing a few games. Just be aware, that certain games won't work on the system. And again, as we said, the EverDrive cartridge unfortunately won't work in it either. And if you like virtual racing, that won't work in it either.
It will be interesting though on the third gen. Would they have?
No, I've looked into it.
Oh,
no,
okay.
they don't work. It's something to do with whatever chip that's inside this. The security that's on this can't bypass it.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, that is a pretty wacky, weird video on the Sega ATGAMES versions that Sega brought. That ATGAMES brought out for Sega. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And you know what, guys? If you do see these systems out in the wild, and you'd like to play a few Sega games, they're worth it.
Yeah.
If they're cheap. I wouldn't be paying too much for them. Cheap, cheerful, a couple of hours of fun to be had on them. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll have another video up of Honey next week. I'm kind of doing videos kind of every couple of weeks of how she grows through the first year. And hopefully we'll get her into one of our videos, but at the moment she's at the bull in the China shop. Literally, if she came in here now, there'd be cameras falling, there'd be lighting falling. She is chewing and grabbing everything. And believe me, she's got 4 left feet. She literally walks into everything. Okay, guys, so have a great weekend once again, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like, subscribe if you don't mind, help us to build our channel. Take care, guys, and we'll talk to you in the next one.